Yeah.
I went to Ohio. I didn't go to
Well,
Gotcha.
no, before that, you went to Jamaica or something.
Oh, yeah, I went to Jamaica.
Oh, you suck. Ohio, I was like, yeah, you're right. You can go to Ohio. I don't care about that.
And she rode on the beach.
Oh, fun. Good for you.
I did. I rode a crazy, skinny, wild beast on the beach.
Never tell them you know how to ride.
I did.
I'm telling you, I was up in Door County once, and I talked my now ex-husband into going on a trail ride, and and nobody else was there, just us. And they're like, okay, fill out your little form, beginner, intermediate, advanced.
And give you
whatever.
the biggest piece
And
of
I hit
shit
advanced,
horse.
and they're like, okay, how many times a year do you ride?
I know.
And I said, how many days in the year are there? 365? Sometimes I take a day off. Let's go 320. And the person looked at me, I said, I'm a professional. Okay. Well, then you can ride my horse. I was like,
They dig you out some.
oh my God. I got this rank frickin' thing that's rearing and spinning and taking. It barely steers. It's in a hack more. Oh my God. I was like, no, I want nose to tail. Bombadita, bombadita. I've got this shit at home. I don't need to pay to ride this.
Sid did that once, and they gave her like the dumbest horse I've ever seen. Like you could, like that's all it knew how to do because she played up. Oh, I have no idea how to ride.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Oh, I'm always like, can I have the Lysol in that helmet? Yeah. How long has that been sitting on that shelf, Good for you. I like you have them in a better frame range here. Good girl. That's right. You ride that outside range so well. Good for you. Love it. Love it. Excellent. So you feel you've got him in the outside frame rein. It should not bend his head and neck to the right. You keep the direction with that positioned inside rein. If you need to say hello outside rein, you just balance it with the inside, keeping the position left. Does that make sense? So I'm not disagreeing. Every so often you need a but then you keep that balancing rein on the inside, right?
Yep.
Not heavy, not pulling, just get in and out of there. Adjust and let him carry. Yeah, awesome. If you get so much where you're saying, okay, right rein needs a half vault, left rein's gonna balance, and I'm just gonna hang here for a minute, guess what he's gonna do? Hang there for a lot of minutes. That's it. That's a girl. Super. So this way the look is it's easier to use your frame outside rein than get your flexion to the right. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's work a little flexion right. And if you have to sacrifice the frame for a moment, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So overbend him to the right, overflex him to the right, pat him on the left, and get him to reach to the right more. More. Don't care he's falling out. That's it. 'Cause that's all we're asking for is him to bend it. Yeah. Now realign. Back into your outside frame rein. Say, can you still flex that nicely? And then we're in love. That's a girl. That's a girl. Got it. I agree. Excellent. Hey, that's pretty.
Yep.
Good for you. Now it doesn't look so bracy right, is it?
No.
Good. Change rein again. Well done. That's the trick, Sid, is that balance, right? That if you say, okay, I've got good frame and he won't flex, well, pulling harder with the frame rein isn't going to help. You might have to sacrifice that for a moment to get the suppleness back. Really good. Really good. Excellent job. Excellent job. See, that connection is really honest for me.
Yep.
Feels it for you?
Yeah.
And that's why you're not losing it so much. And what I mean by that is it's a little bit of a vicious cycle. If he's right there and so good, you feel the nibble on the line.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel the balance change. You feel that moment. It's like fishing. The bobber moves. You know something's coming. When they're not that soft and through, sometimes all of a sudden, whoop, we're inside out, and you never had a chance to even have a warning.
Right. I'm not fast enough to
Yeah,
fit it.
you got it. That's it. Got it. Now, for fun, overflex him down to the left. Take him too low down to the left. Bend him left, come on. Take him to the left. Take him to the left more. Sit up. Why is he falling in?
I don't know.
More, yeah, where's your left leg? There you go. There you go. More to the left. Come on, move him. That's a girl. Good for you. Now, do you feel how much lower he has to go to do that?
Yeah, left.
because he can't do it up here. He doesn't have the strength in his lower back to carry it there. So this is a little bit, we're softening a bit. Now bring it back up. So when we want the horse rounder and more engaged, you see how taking it down left just made him lower and less engaged.
Yeah.
That's on purpose. I'm showing you that's not what you need
Oh, good.
right now.
Because it was really hard to do.
Right.
Like, this isn't fucking right.
Yep. Good girl. Good girl. Now, if we want a little flexion, you want it up to the left, not down low to the left. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he takes his pole and turns his his eye up to the left. That's right. That's right. And your balancing act is he doesn't always want to stay round in the frame rein. Your right rein, correct?
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. Shorten up the reins just a little bit. Let's pump him up. Ride him up towards his ears, not backwards and down. Start riding like you're riding FEI, that you're building him up, preparing for his piaffe. That a girl. That a girl. Now that's even better. Got it? You okay?
Yeah.
All right. I know it takes a little stomach in this, right? I know. I know you're doing it right because your stomach's burning. That's it. That's right. Left leg. Good. He flexes up to the left towards that right rein. Yes. Awesome. Come on. Keep the power. He says, but I'm really uphill and the hind legs don't think they should push.
Good boy.
Great. Walk and pedal.
Good boy.
Lovely. Feel the difference?
Good boy. Yeah.
Gotta start riding him up there now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, stomach. Stomach. Really hard.
Yeah. Why is it hard on your stomach?
Imagine it's because well, technically, I don't tend to sit up.
Yep. Yep.
Naturally, I
Yep.
naturally kind of
Yep.
sit down.
Yep.
So obviously I have to use my stomach,
Your core to bring
the
you
core,
up.
to bring myself up.
Yep. And the
Then
more
I can sit far back.
you got it. The more he
Then he
comes
comes
up,
up.
you've got to come up with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
It's much easier to ride down here like this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Up here brings you up.
Right.
So remember, you've heard me preach a million times, especially the more we start to put collection on the horse, you think suck him up taller,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
That comes from your stomach letting the horse's back come up through your seat and roll,
Yeah.
not sitting heavy and frumpy.
Yeah.
That's a much more comfortable way to ride.
Right.
I'm frumpy. Only time I sit up, and this really irritates me because I'm aware of it, is when I'm on a horse. And it's terrible because my corporate job, I'm on a computer, so my arms are in front of me and shoulder, you know what I mean? I sit in meetings like this, you know, like an Oompa Loompa. But when I get on, I got to bring it all back here, right? And roll it and say, come on up here, horse. It's the only way the horse can find that balance.
Right.
All right, let's go again and we'll touch some canter.
And unfortunately, I feel like I usually have pretty good leg. This, I'm just saddle pushing my leg a little bit forward. In my opinion, when I do it.
Forward?
When I sit up, okay, yeah. What do you think?
Well,
I-
it's not for sale.
Yeah, I haven't seen it go forward.
Oh, okay.
If anything, I would, well, I'd have to look at it more when he's moving.
I just look at myself in the.
So my guess is it's going to feel more forward the more you sit up.
Yeah, but I feel like it looks forward when I see it in pictures. I feel like my leg looks more forward than when I ride clanger in my
Okay.
saddle.
Okay.
But I like a really straight leg. And the seat on this one is way small for me. Or I can clean it all up.
Oh, this is not bad. I like this. That's right. Good. Come on, kick him. Depth into that outside rein. Balance so he doesn't flex right with your left rein. Come on. That's it. That's it. And then give him, yes! See if you can ride that good, ride like that all the time. That's right. Get the roundness. Pump it up. Good. That's it. Keep that frame, that nice and round frame, longitudinally back, front, north, south, right? Come on. That's it. Love it. Canter. Woo! He wanted to push through your right side.
Yes.
Good. Come on. Kick him with your right leg. Get your right butt cheek up to the center of your saddle. Turn your chest to the outside or your back to the inside. Turn your chest to the outside, other outside. There you go. There you go. And bring your right side back and towards the middle of your saddle. There. There. Push that right hip towards your left hand. Ride that right. There you go. Now you've got the right side. You feel it?
Yes.
He's gonna suck you back down to the left and out the right door. You anchor that, yeah, ride the right leg, right thigh. Whatever it is you need to say stand up here, horse, that his rib cage doesn't pop out to the right. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, he's got some gaits. I love it. That's right. Step up, close it up, half halt, right. Step up, close it up, half halt, right side. There. Whee! You got it. Step up, half halt, ride it up. Take your chances. There you are. Wonderful. Now just close the right fist and trot. Super. Super. Walk. That's the best canter I've seen you ride.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Isn't it fun? Sign up to do this. Did you feel how much you needed to ride, though? He wants to be like this.
I feel seasick, man.
You've got to really, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Catch your breath. You got to get that right side so his body comes up and canters here.
Yeah.
That's how we get that FEI canter, right? Yeah. Not this gunking. He's ridden up here.
Yeah.
So good. Let's go the other way. Don't puke.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a workout.
I don't know if it's from I haven't slept very well or I didn't do breakfast or it's just canter.
Yeah, you know, probably all of the above.
Wait till tomorrow.
I can't, yeah, right, exactly.
I've experienced
Exactly. It's our secret rosemary. Absolutely. And I'll tell you, so for me, it's funny. I have found there are very few things. I have a couple like protein bars and things I can eat before I ride. Otherwise, I can't. I cannot eat.
Yeah, yeah. Not when you're holding your tummy down.
You got it, exactly. And Wally's got this but trot. It's just a lot of movement. So I've just found my way not to eat. But you have to, otherwise you feel a little sick. So it's finding that balance,
I
right?
should have eaten something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So sorry, I'm a little green.
I remember once I was riding in a clinic, it was so hot, and I had a black horse just like the Bravo. So hot, and I could just feel the heat coming off me, you know, and I was fine. And we were riding, and they're like, you better stop. And okay, we stopped, and they said, you okay? Yeah, because I was riding. I'm like, I'm hot, but I'm fine. I stopped, and I could just feel the heat go up, and I was like, uh-oh. Jumped off that horse quick. I thought, I don't want to faint on my horse, nor do I want to clean puke out of my saddle. And I didn't know which was going to happen first. So I jumped off, and like, what's wrong? I'm like, yep, definitely too hot. And they're like, how do you not know that? I said, not till I stopped did I feel it. But it was just like if there was a gauge, you could just feel it coming through my body. Not cool. Yes, exactly. Like water, like you're in a pool getting deeper and deeper. Now ride the right supple. The right side, both directions, you feel? Kick him off that right leg. Kick him off. Say, right hind, get up here to my left. Yes! Whoa! And that's fun to sit now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you feel why we like sitting when we're riding more collection.
Yeah.
Because you can make a better half halt and engage, can't you? That's it. I love it. I love it. That's right. All right, canter. Don't take that right side away. Gonna have to find your way through this. That you say, get up around my right side, close the left. Stay up around my right side, close the left, and canter. Smart. Smart. Little disconnect. I'm not worried. It was smart. Excellent. Yes. And you feel it's really hard to keep them around that right side, isn't it? So your left side goes down and back. Your right says, come on up to the right, Chumbawamba. That's it. Up to the, yes, there's the lighter front end. You feel? It's all right. It's all right. Work it out. Now take your right hand once or twice. Strong, open up to the right. Balance the left. Strong, open up to the right. Balance the left. Got it. Got it. Got it. Super. There you go. Yeah. He says, no, too hard. He says, you think your stomach's burning. Who's carrying who, lady? That's it. Right. Connect the outside. Get your left butt cheek up to the middle of your saddle. Outside engage. And then flex up to the right. There you go. Yep. There you are. Super riding. Super riding. That's right. Up to the right. Ride one big. And then ride the outside hind while you're doing it. Come on. Step up, close. Right flex, give. Step up, close. Right flex, give. Step up, close, awesome. Got it. Got it. Beautiful. Beautiful. T-R-O-T. Step up, close. Good. Up to the right. Up to the right. Good. Then put your hand back. I'm good at it. Do it again. Put your hand back. That's it. There you are. Oh, is he swearing at you? Beautiful. There you go. Make your walk. Come on, Ray.
Good boy,
Wow.
Lovely.
Nice.
Told you should be eating long. He's awful. Terrible, terrible horsey.
Good boy.
Gorgeous.
Today was hard for him too. You can tell he was like, oh.
I said, you think your stomach's burning? I always joke, and I think I've told you guys this story a million times, but I always hear I was riding with Lars Peterson, and I don't remember the horse I was riding. One night we were schooling some Piafasage. He's chasing me around the weird green with the whip, working in hand. And he says, okay, take a break. His ass is burning. And I just looked at him and I was like, his ass? What about mine? I mean, same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, Piaf again, bigger handful.
Yes. You just gotta.
But you feel that really made him sit. So to the right,
Yeah.
it's harder for him to keep his outer hind and come up this way and be flexed.
Yes.
Now, whether that's the right side, if the left doesn't want to carry, the right doesn't want to give, don't know, don't care.
But I
You
saw
ride
it
it the
work.
same way.
Yeah.
When you ride to the left, you've got to get that right hind to come back and carry and let everything come up to the left.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's harder to get him to sit back here and flex. He can flex up left easier than he
Yeah.
can flex up right.
Yeah.
So you're correct when I said you can take that rein up for a moment, don't live there.
Don't live,
Because
yeah.
what happens, it becomes a crutch.
Yes.
So he doesn't learn to carry there, you just
Yeah.
hold him there.
Okay.
Like anything. So you just say, come on, come on.
Yeah.
And you feel it'd be so good, and then you give him a moment and he'd start
And you
to.
go, ah, yeah, like he's like,
It just was
quite-
it was balance, right?
Yes.
And it was interesting because hopefully you'll see it on your video.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't his head and neck wanting to do this.
No.
It was the whole horse. I'm uphill. Oh, I'm back uphill.
Yeah.
Like one of those Mercury birds. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's
probably why it feels like I'm everywhere.
exactly.
You know,
So it's not that he's trying to get away from the connection in front.
No.
He's losing. He's so nicely behind, and then
Yeah.
he just can't carry it. So
Yeah.
he goes a little more level.
Yes.
But that's why you work that way. So you get moments of much more uphill, and when he's not strong enough, he just goes back to level. He
Yeah.
doesn't go back to on my forehead.
Yeah.
That's just the consistency of what you put on.
Right.
So now you can start saying a little more up here, work a little more, right? You have the whole picture.
He's
I
in
agree.
the right spot to. He's in a perfect position where I can screw it up completely, or we
Yeah.
can be good. In
You
a
got
couple
well.
weeks.
That's, so it's, you want it to be when you fall down that rung on the ladder, you fall down one rung only. You don't come off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's always you're building. There's so many ways of pyramid
Right.
that you keep building, and if something goes wrong, you don't lose all that foundation.
Right,
Right.
yeah,
And you
that's
did
true.
it. So you won't screw it up.
Right,
You may
that's
not
true.
get it super collected
Yeah.
like we did, but you're not going to make it worse than it starts.
Okay,
You
yeah.
have to. You never sacrifice the goodness of what you start with.
Yeah.
When you start upping the ante.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
should always have that goodness.
Yeah.
Point being, we're all human and we're female. We got double whammy on us here. We get greedy. We start to get that really good moment,
Yeah.
and neither of you can carry it anymore. And we say, well, come on, we got to school it more.
Yeah.
Now we've lost any of the good level balancedness. He's downhill, and we're trying to ride collection because we're both tired.
I see. Okay.
So you
that's-
start
that's what I
fighting
got.
things that are, what's the point of fighting these,
right.
right?
I mean,
You want to
keep
keep
it
it, exactly,
Yeah.
make it positive. As I was telling these guys earlier, Wally and Willie, honest to God. The dark brown one, I'm like, the dark brown one. Willie's back to work just March 1st from his surgery. And it's interesting because I'll just do a long side where I can keep him that balance. And then
Yeah.
I'll make a half and walk short so he never learns he can do this. So if you can't carry it and I
That's
can't
cool.
carry it,
Yeah.
be smart about it.
Yeah.
And now 3 weeks, 4 weeks into it,
Yeah.
we can trot a short side. Woo!
That's a
But
good
I don't
point.
want him to learn, oh God, when we both start losing it, boom.
Yeah. And
What,
it's okay.
what am I teaching him?
Right.
Sometimes it's okay to boom, other times it's not.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so it's about just being a little bit smarter about what you're trying to accomplish when you're
Right.
trying to accomplish it.
Right.
Knowing if you have a day you start off and just keeping them level and round isn't working, don't think about upping the collection,
Exactly. Right.
right?
Totally.
I mean,
Or
it's
get what you can on that good day, and then get off and call
get
it a
your
day.
point across,
10,
teach it what it
15 minutes,
needed,
whatever.
improve it, right? It's always about the training,
Yeah.
and you always think you're setting up today for tomorrow.
Yes.
It's not about what you can just get done. Today's the day. And what's hard is we work hard. We have outside jobs. We do this horse. I've got 45 minutes. Let's do this, and we're done.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way,
No.
right? Then get a bicycle,
Yes.
right? I mean, I've said that to many of people, and they get pissy, but the horse is not a machine. It doesn't, the days we feel, I don't know if you guys, I'll have days I get out, I'm like, have I ever ridden before?
Oh yeah.
It's like, where am I? My body's hurt, or you had that tough day at work and your shoulders hurt your ears. And you think, why is he so heavy? It's like, well, maybe because I have alligator arms.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, you've got to be aware of that. That day is not your day. Horses have those same days. They're not machines.
Yeah.
They're out being stupid and it's slippery, or it's cold and their backs tighten up and we think, why aren't you loose? Well, that may not be the day you hope to do. Always have a plan and an agenda, but you have to be willing to adjust it.
Right.
And that's how they learn to let you in. That's what I call it. Let me in. Let me make some changes. Trust me. This will feel better. And I can tell you, again, I use a lot of physical therapy because I've had more than enough of it. When it was my physical therapist saying, you got to relax, let me bend the knee. I am relaxed. It's like, Shelley, touch your thigh. Oh, yeah. No. I'm like, I'm relaxed. Go ahead, do it. You know? Well, I trust you. I'm thinking, but you know it's going to be sore. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to let yourself trust and say, this is going to hurt. I know this is going to hurt. This is just stupid. Think about what the horse is thinking.
Right.
You know, if his back's a little tight and we say, come on, you got to give, and he's just like, I'm not giving because that's going to suck. Right? It's hard to say, trust me.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
I didn't even trust the guy who spoke the same language as me.
Yeah, no, you have to
You
be
know, who
smart.
promised me we weren't going to go beyond what it could bend. I still was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a really cool way to look at it.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And the other flip side, and I've used this a couple times when I've had to speak at conferences and such, you know, use your real life to help your riding. When I was in physical therapy, I had the rubber band they put around my ankles,
Yeah.
you know, big rubber band, and you do this with it. It helps you build up your hip flexors, right?
That hurts me. I can't even do that.
So I'm standing there and I'm like, I got rider thighs. I got this, right? He's like, Shelley, you only need to do 10. And I can finally do something they're asking me to do. I'm like, I'm gonna do 50. You know, like, woo, I rock. You know, I'm so proud of myself. And he's like, you need to be careful. And I'm like, it doesn't hurt. I'm fine. Awesome. Then the next day came. Holy shit, I should have stopped at 10. I should have stopped at 2. I was so sore. Now I can tell you, that was because I got greedy on myself. Same thing we do with the horses, that beautiful collection. If I keep pushing you, we go to that doing 50 instead of 10.
Right.
The next day, what do you think that horse is going to think? Same thing I thought. I went to therapy, I said, you bring that thing near me, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you, yeah.
Right? I mean, and that's the horses think the same way.
Right.
Now we say, too bad, we're working this today and I have a whip and spurs.
Right.
I'll tell you, if my therapist would have brought that out, I'd have thrown down, which is exactly what they do. We don't realize we did it to ourselves the day before. When it's good and we keep going and going and going, and then they get a little sore from it. We want them to come out, you know, if I would have done 10, which I did the next time. Next day, went, yeah, I feel I used that, but okay, I'm getting stronger on it. I'm not going to kill you. Put the thing around my legs again, I'll try.
Right.
Total different perspective. But we lose that when we say, well, I've worked hard for this, now it's mine. You're really doing therapy with their body, right? I mean, you're making him use the right side. He has no God-given plans to use.
Right.
So you just have to be aware of it. My poor therapist, actually. I called him Doogie, as in Doogie Howser. Do you remember that show? He looks like he was about 12. How old are you? He's like, I'm 29. I'm like, no way. Nice guy, real nice guy. It ended up, I went to him twice after both surgeries, and he was really great. He set up a class for me that I took all my students to at the farm. And we did different balance boards and things to find our awareness of how out of whack we are before you even get on a horse that out of whacks you more.
That's
You know,
super
it was hilarious. So he was a really nice guy. I used to tell him, I know you gotta do this. I'm gonna swear at you. I said, unless I use the
Right.
4-letter word, and he's like, and I said, oh, that's gonna come out. I mean, stop. Unless I say stop, you can keep doing what you're doing. Otherwise, just turn a blind eye to it, or blind ear, or whatever you call it, deaf ear. Well done, Sid.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You guys look great.
Oh, wasn't that good?
Yeah, really good.
Great. That's